Sante, Gragas, all very good enablers. Aatrox as well can do a lot of damage in fights, but can provide that utility as well. Twisted Fate has a lot more on his shoulders, right? He needs to be a carry as the game goes through. It's the first to take the camp that I see, you know? I just want to get all this gold as quickly as possible, but making sure you accelerate that gold can be very powerful. Sheo looking for the mid lane as Survival has to flash away. Sheo flashed himself. In the end, it's just summoner for summoner. Right, guys, he did his Gromp second. He's probably going to be down here. Hook lands. There's the Lantern as well. And instead, they just look for Trimby. Caught out. Ferromancy's shielding up. Jankos comes in to dissuade BDS from any further.
And generally, if you compare Void Grobes to Dragon, if both teams get one of each, in this case, Heretic or 2 Void Grobes,
it will become a lot easier for the Heretics bot lane to actually match the BDS bot lane. The Drake started. Adam's still in the top lane. Smacking his and Tofu's into a tower. There's the TP. Wonder's going to be a bit separated from Heretics here as Sheo dashes across the wall. BDS looking for the Drake. Nuke going in. There's the Paranoia. Sheo going forward, and there's the damage as Adam helps Nuke secure the kill. Survival has to be forced off towards the top side of the fight already. The Drake goes down as well, and it's Trimby that somehow gets it in the midst of it all. Shattering Strike paying dividends there.
It's not an easy task.
Destiny out. Wonder looking to join up with this team, currently in the mid lane. Spyro down towards the bottom side, looking for that flank position. BDS do not have their flanks warded. Adam on the front line. There's the Paranoia. Spyro could just run in here. He's looking for it. Paranoia in. Glacial Prism used, but Spyro found the flank he was looking for and immediately dives onto ice. Jankos takes him out. Spyro able to survive, and what a perfect team fight from Heretics. Set up amazingly to find the fight, a quadra kill for Blackhead, and BDS just get caught out overstepping.
That was so well played by Heretics. They knew that BDS had no vision.
If it has been started, Trimby looking for that flank again. We talk about the importance of flanks for Heretics. They get the TP out, and that was all they wanted from starting the Baron. They managed to pull out that summoner. Baron invested their vision in it. You have to then reset to get more wards for Trimby and get more control wards, and BDS just say, okay, you guys are gone. We're just going to look for this right now, but with the Destiny out, the hook going in from Lebov as they try and dive in onto Wonder. He falls low, and he does get shut down. Stopwatch to block the ultimate. The Pot Blossom not there. Q3 from Adam as he dives in with the all-out, trying to kill off Blackhead, but they just can't get the damage down. And now with Adam falling, they don't really have a tank left. Sheo, left to his own devices, is forced away by Jankos, dashes the wall. Heretics get 2 more kills. Trimby can't quite land the tip of the spear. But currently, everything's coming up so scared, so on the back foot. It makes sense because there are so many threats to their backline. All it takes is a Destiny Paranoia or a Pot Blossom, and you're pretty much doomed. Wonder takes the tower. Ice has okay guns for it. Adam trying to get in from the side. Lebov looking for those hooks, fishing. But currently, all that's coming up are old boots. No tasty carp or a nice place for him to put on the dinner mat. Continues to look for them, dodges the tangle barbs. BDS have been able to force Heretics back into their own jungle, but health-wise, Heretics are still very happy. Again, the Baron started by BDS, trying to call Heretics to the battle. Paranoia, still half of its cooldown left. The Pot Blossom, though, available for Survival. Sheo on the Baron, down to half HP. Adam at a third. Wonder coming in. Oh, Adam gets knocked up. Oh, Adam! Oh, the Baron's on Heretics' side. He doesn't want BDS to win today. Whatever god they've been praying to, the Heretics are apostates and do not care. The fight continues as Wonder falls low. Ice trying to get away with the cleanse, has a Lantern but can't get on top of it, and Heretics clean it up again. It's gonna be a 5-for-1 fight here as Jankos pops the spell shield. Lebov tries to get himself away. Doesn't matter. Jankos isn't needed at the Baron. They don't need his smite. Sheo's dead, and Heretics once again win out the battle.
That was kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie. That was really sad.
I mean, that step's got to be a pretty mighty big one if BDS are going to find anything out of this. Heretics in such fine form, 3-2 so far. Such a change-up as well from where they were in winter. The Destiny in behind Adam. Glacial Prism used on Wonder, but I think Sheo's just delaying the inevitable. Wonder, he wants that gold, he placed the bet, and he wants it to pay off. Adam just about survives. Jankos caught up towards the top side of Spyro. Heretics before. Nuke could go in as well, but a flanking shockwave isn't really the deadliest thing I can think of as the Paranoia comes out. Heretics laid the trap and Nuke fell right into it. The stopwatch will buy him a second, but it's the only gold he's seeing this game. He's looking for silver at best. Heretics descend And BDS can do nothing about it. Adam, unable to do anything. Ice gonna get shut down. Wonder continues to rain hell down on Adam. Sheo and Adam, the last two standing, as Trimby continues to tank up the towers. Wonder following suit. He'll just about survive, as will Trimby. The wave pushing in the mid lane will be here in time to save the many blushes.
They got impatient medic. All they have to do is sit in their base and just farm up for a while until Baron is about to spawn. I think if they had just waited a little longer, Heretics would probably have based, and then you can take control of the river and try to catch them when they walk in. But here we are. They went a little bit too fast, got caught, and all of a sudden the game just ends pretty quickly.
And so much credit to Heretics as well. This was a cleanly executed start to finish game.
Very good
It's
macro.
not often we see that from Heretics. Incredible performance by them as they go to 4-2, tied in wins with the top of the standings. And it was just macro intelligence, mechanical intelligence, and excellence all around.
This is the type of play you would expect with so many strong veterans on a team, right? They got a small lead, but that lead just extended, you know, slowly got 1,000 gold and another 1,000, all of a sudden they're 10k up. And with the way...
Jungle matchup to play out here, considering the fact that that's something we've highlighted coming into this.
Yeah, so it's really important that Fnatic play through the volley bit in terms of the invades as well as covers bot. So what's really important is that the bot lane...
Which is an early gank bot.
I think it definitely can. Now, it is worth noting that Oscarinin actually invaded the enemy top side, putting a ward so they know that Douglas, at the very least, is not starting on this blue buff. But at the same time, that's a lot
Exhaust
of
going down
trading
on
medic.
Noah. Kazi trying to trade in here. There's the ignite, but Kazi gets first blood, and Jun can't
No
get in
way.
range. He
Oh.
flashes. He gets it. Will Hylissang chase? Of course he will. He's Hilly. He loves a little bit of a burn. He loves a little bit of a battle, but now he's forced away. The slow from the Ash Orders, but it's
Diego.
Douglas. It's genius vitality. Are playing 16D chess while the rest of us are googling what on earth is en passant. Hylissang chasing forward as Razor's going to get forced away from these Krugs. Hilly flashes the wall and Douglas follows suit. They get the slow. Razor still has a flash of his own. Douglas needs to CC him more. He can't get in range. Can BTO get across from the side? Has the flash, only level 2. And in the end, Razor gets the hell out of dodge.
I love the creativity from Douglas. They know that if Razork was up here, Photon would be very easy to kill with Olaf, and Volibear just running him down.
Looks like Razork is going to get double crab out of this. Oscarinin going in. Ghost has been popped. There's the knockback, and Douglas once again in the right position at the right time. In winter, he was under...
You want to be able to hold that freeze. Like, the longer Fnatic can hold this, the more pressure there's going to be on the Vitality bot lane. Humanoid is pushing out mid already and will be able to base and TP back soon.
Razork on his way, he's going to land the stun on Hylissang, but once again, Douglas there to match. Hylissang will be the first to fall, though. Douglas trying to get the resets off. Kazi going in. Razork escaping on a sliver. Spectral Maw finds the stun on Noah. Kazi puts the spears in again, and the last one is enough. Vitality cracking open the bot lane through the power of Douglas.
I think this was greed from Fnatic more than anything. You know, on the Void Grubs, Vitio is still moving down, trying to catch him off guard. Hawkshot comes in a little bit late, and they might get something here.
The charm going down, but it's a mixed focus here. Noah the first target. Jun could have been targeted down as well. Hylissang still able to survive, and I think it's kind of what you said. Humanoid.
Don't walk off.
Power your spidey senses. He walks straight up. Depth charge. Pops down the Mantrid Inner Flame and manages to heal himself up a little bit. The arrow down. Doesn't quite connect. Humanoid has to burn the flash to get away.
I was just about to compliment Fnatic from such a smart swap, putting Humanoid top, being able to catch safely on the turret, having TP advantage, so Fnatic would be able to get the dragon essentially for free.
The dive continues though. Exhaust down onto Jun. Kazi's so low. Humanoid has a bunch of spears in him, but there's not enough, and the Inner Flame connects. Vitality, it wouldn't be them without a little bit of too much greed. Humanoid gets a double as Photon was trading with Oscar down towards the bottom side. Flash Spectral Maw, is it enough with the Heartbreaker? Douglas takes it. Noah and Razork on the chase though. Chain of Corruption a possibility here as Photon takes a little bit of a chip. Douglas and Photon, how do you escape such precarious situations? Heartbreaker away. There's the stun. Chain of Corruption shut down to Razork. Charm goes wide from VTO. And that's all for all. A good trade for Fnatic.
I'm standing here trying to analyze. While the Void Grubs can be pretty useful, you would take 2 dragons over it any day of the week.
Oh, 100%, especially since Vitality are the longest range composition as the arrow goes on to Hilly. He's just short of the dredge line. Kazi, the first target. Hilly able to escape with a Fate's Call, pulled into the dead body of his AD carry. Razork trying to trade back in as VTO dashes forward with the Spirit Rush. Douglas now 3-1 as he takes another and a knock back onto Humanoid, trying to get the damage down, but the shutdown for Hylissang. Dagda possesses another soul. Looks the focus resolve out 2 for 1 in exchange for Vitality.
And right there, we saw the problem was Volibear. Once you go in, there's no real way right now, and he's really putting him in his place with this 700 gold advantage, being part of most kills in the river early to gain control for his team. And Jun, whew.
He just pulled out with the all-out Heartbreaker. Good follow-up here. There's the shutdown. Dagda's going to possess the Ashe now. Noah exhausted. Kazi low. VTO takes the kill exchange by Noah. Now down towards the bottom side of the fight. VTO's going to spirit rush forward. Photon very low. Ragnarok comes out. And Ragnar rolling through. Vitality is Oscar in it. Dagda's forced down. Razzle flashes forward. Oscar gets 2. And in a fight that looked great for Vitality, Fnatic come out on top. Inner Flames. Game basically even. 19 minutes in. We're having a killer minute. Hylissang looking for the hook. Jun has flash. Noah burns his. Enchanted Crystal goes wide as the Chain of Corruption does land. Hylissang with a focus in a flame on him. Means that he's going to have to be pulled back with a Fate's Call, but Razorok is ripping. Razorok, in fact, is ripping through Douglas. Fnatic get
Jungler is dead. Fnatic will take a decent amount of damage from tanking it, and they could consider to contest. Looks like they won't, at least they're hesitating. And by the time they actually make up their minds, it might be a little bit too late to respond.
Down to 1,000, as you say. Fnatic get it, and now Vitality on the retreat. Hylissang forced away. Photon pops the Pathmaker, but he can't find a way to go. Noah now gets another kill to his name. VTO has to pop the Spirit Rush to get out. And the gold is just ballooned. Fnatic, after being 2k down in the early game, now 3,000 in. Trying to get towards that terminus, but Vitality's jungle littered with wards. Oscar in forced away here. Hook going in from Hylissang. There's the depth charge as well. Ragnarok available for Oscar in, I believe. Hasn't popped it yet, and the shutdown over to Douglas. Big gold in the pockets of the Viego. Has a sundered.
And if that was Oscar's intention, I mean, he's like, guys, I'm gonna run it down like Huni did back in the day. And they get, you know, bot turrets, they get mid turrets, I could respect it, but he was just a little bit too early and got caught for absolutely no reason.
But Douglas just gets caught in the mid lane, was hit with an Enchanted Crystal Arrow into the Chain of Corruption. Hylissang looking for more, but Humanoid's on the flank now. TP coming in by Vitality. Kazi trying to dodge his way around the fight. Humanoid should be able to take him out, but can't hit the inner flame. The charm, though, connects. And Fnatic, once again, we're looking for the fight. I think the Huni enters the whole team into by Fnatic as they went for the fight and lost out heavily. Just say, I mean, it's both times it's been Vitality. Obviously not want to play for an objective and then just go for it anyway. Like, VTO just steps too far forward. The arrow, great. Pathmaker from Photon. He's now locked up. Like, why is Douglas it? Do you think you can trade into 4 people, Douglas? He was just covering, but Photon takes the kill.
Always getting something, and especially having this Cloud Soul at this point with Olaf and Volibear just running down their position, puts them in a very good situation. Now, forcing Baron immediately. This time Vitality has to respond. There's no way you're going to give up Baron for free.
Like, what? How did this sequence happen? Hilly went warded for Photon. Vitality had first move in mid, didn't get any deep wards in, and Fnatic just walked into the Baron pit and took it away? What? You've played in games where this has happened. I remember World's Finals 2018. Really? I remember Athens 2019 as Hilly dies. I remember these plays where you just seem to get outplayed on the map. What is going through your mind?
It's like Baron spawns. Of course, Fnatic is naturally going to move there to self-control. Dragon spawns, they're going to move there to self-control. And, you know, at least when they gave up the Dragon, Vitality got a lot on the top side. But then, from that point on, Fnatic have just gotten so much for free, and Vitality just don't seem very prepared.
Another great example of it. It's discount day in the top lane as Photon's just caught out. He was trading with Humanoid for days, but Oscar just walks across. Vitality, a man down as Hilly obviously was dead, are trying to defend this mid lane. It's 3v3 now. No one has the Chain of Corruption and the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. But Fnatic are just playing the map better. Kazi caught with the arrows. He dashes into it, the martial poise. Still had the flash, didn't have time to dash out. Noah's going to get taken out by Douglas, but already VTO's fallen as well. And the Wolves descend, Fnatic descend. And down descend Vitality into their graves. Fnatic get the ace. 4 members left alive. This might just be game.
The crazy part is that with these 2 comps, Fnatic are naturally going to outscale Vitality. And if the game is near even at this point, they're just going to beat them and destroy them. But Vitality freely let them get everything, freely let them get to this point. And because Fnatic just kept getting picks over and over and over. Vitality just lose the game without even getting a single team fight.
Yeah, just crazy. Fnatic, incredible performance by them, but disappointment, I think we can say, from Vitality in that mid game. Fnatic now top of the table, 5-1. Vitality just a little bit further behind, joined with Heretics at 4-2. Still very much, you know, they're pretty much guaranteed playoffs, very much likely to go there. Looking forward to seeing how they continue to develop. But this game was a microcosm of mistakes from Vitality.
Yeah, they were in a great position. Photon had a...
And as a caveat, feels nice for Giant X. So there's some good things that have been rounded out here for the draft. But for G2, when you talk about aggression, when you talk about the 2v2, that I think is doing a lot better. Reach maximum capacity topside. Yike and Broken Blade are now going to become a duo as Odoamne pushed this out. He has Ghost available, but Wind becomes Lightning. Should tag him down. There's the Ghost looking for the knockup flash. Ulti, jump back in. Broken Blade first blood. As clean as that, and a great punish from G2.
That's a big win for Giant X as well, because realistically, if they can take this one a little bit slow, find opportunities where maybe they don't have to go and aggress for every dragon, they're going to be in a good spot. Mickey will spot them out here. But yeah, I mean, the fact that even here, right, like, Patrick and Ignar have had several moments where they pushed in a bot. We haven't seen them link up with Peach to try and get vision in that bot side jungle of G2. So it makes it easier for Peach to go, hey, Yike isn't here, I can actually go and clear my camps, but they want to fight.
Is this coordinated? This time a little bit more. CC chains up. Mickey X is taking the damage, though, as Caps jumps in the back line with Yike. I mean, G2 have already traded this off. It's the first kill for Giant X, but Jackie's now has to get out. Patrick has to get out. It's a cash-in for Hans Sommer. And now running for his life, scared. It's Ignar with a flash out as well. Caps has got this lockdown in the bag. Jackie's, you're up next as he crashes away. G2 have just picked up 4 kills. Make that 3, excuse me.
And
now following through. I mean, Odoamne has to get something, doesn't he? But Jackie's is about to die. He's burning down. Flash away from Caps. Jackie's lucky to be alive. But G2 just gave kills over to
from Giant X of what had been a bit of a disaster of a play when they went for that initial fight.
I'm looking at a Dagda and I'm saying at least you get the turret, that's good. But they're still down 3,000 gold
Mickey, what are you
and a bit. Mickey, are you so fine? Well, the level 7 rel, probably not. He's just dead. They're trying to give it to Jackies. They do so successfully, and that is some gold back on. But again, is that BB about
BB
getting in a turret?
Yes.
Oh, dear Lord. He's up 2,000 gold. Yeah, 4,000 for G.
To get a ton of damage off is just not really under pressure.
Again.
Now, again, yeah, they're going. Caps is no flash.
He is isolated as well. Nature's Grass going to get a double root down as Caps tries to get damage on his way out, but he's helped out. There's not enough damage to follow through on this mid laner of G2 as the Magnet Storm is in melee range, but look, GX going into a choke. They've got a shutdown. That's a start, but the problem is Hans Sommer's now here. Whirling Death 2.0 gets yet another catch in as he runs on in, but going into melee probably ain't it. Hans just lets that lie, and Dagda just confused what happened.
BB didn't show up, so you had 5 members of Giant X that were in that
possession anymore from G2. They lost a little bit in the progress of it. Never mind, Dagda, don't listen to me. It's happening, isn't it?
I mean, it's a 2-on Jax. They want to try and play off of that, and Giant X, where are you going to go?
Hans Sommer has to walk up, though, remember, as he engages there. Magnet Storm's great. BB with a triple stun as well. There's good CC, but they need the damage to get in as now. Hans Sommer starts firing away, is jumping in. Yike does the same, and BB, it's just that unstoppable, isn't he? No one's been able to walk up to him. No one's been able to talk to him. And Giant X, a small passage of play that looks good, but then G2 start flexing with their wallet.
Yeah. So it's not... I would rather they try and crack up a mid lane tower, but they do need to be careful of like the punch back here, because you're kind of isolated here.
Yike, a little bit early there on the Wind becomes Lightning, still gets the engage onto Peach. She circles around and sets up that ulti as Peach tries to zone them out. BB is zoning for the time being as the engage from Yike continues again. Teleport was burned by Odoamne to come in as Broken Blade still tries to get the stun. Chain of Corruption now down from Patrick. Look at what Giant X just used. Some big tools there to get into the fight as now the Whirling Death to poke them on the side as well. Caps is running into Jackie's. A dangerous prospect is now for Ignar. The stand beside gets him away, and Broken Blade sends him afar. It's another great stun as nobody knows what to do when it comes to the Broken Blade Inquisition. Jackie's, he's going to be doing some damage, but
he's still alive.
He's still damn alive. You just can't stop him.
The fact that BB survives that is absolutely disgusting. I thought the Giant X were just going to, right, we have Rift Tower, let's try and make a play either towards top tier 2, we can get a tower for ourselves, like expose that top side a little bit more, get some vision down so we can spot him when G2 go for Baron, but instead, We end up in this 100 Sky proc, and his health is all back. Oh, it's miserable. G2 going to get top tower as well, and now Odo's got to abandon mid entirely because I think G2 might just try and collapse on it, but there goes Inhibitor.
One more pick, Dag. This game's over. This game feels over right now. We know it really is. For Giant X, as they sit in their base and quiver, BB is dealing with 2, now 3 people.
Control, and the fact that he's had this big of a lead is the only reason, realistically, G2 were able to come out of what was a bit of a messy early game, at least get Hansama some early kills as well.
I think, yeah, that's an important point to note. Like, again, that one individual helps cement as we get an engage from Giant X in front of their base. They do find the pick onto Caps. That's a good start as Exhaust onto Yike might set up for another Bramble Smash, slows things down, but the Whirling Death zones him out as Mickey X gets sent away. That was Jackie's ult as a flash from Yike. Saves him for the Winter's Bite, but the re-engage with the Magma Storm. Mickey, oh, damn you fine! Broken Blade jumps into the backline while Jackie's is doing a bit of work himself, but Mickey survives thanks to Yike, and Broken Blade makes sure no man is left standing in the rest of the fight. Triple kill, that'll become a quadra eventually, and Broken Blade, you beauty. If you don't get MVP, I won't be here next game.
Everyone vote for Hansama for MVP. Broken Blade, absolutely take a bow. Fantastic performance, and G2 will be able to clean this one out against Giant X.
How easy was that? As you said, a little bit messy at times, but we know G2 for that in the regular season. But for BB, we see why this man is touted as one of the best in EU. At times like that, he is unbeatable. And for G2 at 5-1, now standing with Fnatic, you can say the same about them.
Definitely a bounce back for G2 after what will be a very painful loss to Fnatic yesterday, but still means they're only going to be in second place. Fnatic now hold the head-to-head, so they'll have to see exactly what next week will pan out for both of those teams and see who'll be able to secure our top spot. I mean, Heretics and Vitality definitely hoping they lose 1 or 2 more of those games, but
I'm interested to watch Rogue take these team fights. I mean, yesterday they were a lot more proactive. I think complimenting them yesterday was something I didn't do in the previous split, Dagda. I got a little bit frustrated about
Rogue don't really know how to try and play around it. And traditionally we've seen this. Actually, I'm going to go off at this point.
What will they do with the lead here? That's the question, isn't it? Because if the dive comes through, at least a setup for Rogue need to pull the trigger. We want to see decisiveness as Super flashes away and outplays Marcoon. This dive going pear-shaped, so at least flashes as well. Comp is out of there. Oh, no, that ain't good to kick off the game.
The flash on the win becomes lightning from Super was huge. Might even get the... yes, there it is!
Stretch line, zap! From long range and now getting excited. Super, go in, brother, who cares?
Oh, the spacing!
Cop runs up, and you're right, the spacing makes all the difference. A double kill. Dagda, I told you this morning in the LPL, I saw a Jinx get ahead in lane just like this, and now it's Deja trying to get a hold back in this early game for Rogue.
Yeah, I think Marcoon at least will get one void rub here just because you've got the push on top side, and this is probably his one moment shift is you get that earlier spike, you get like 5 more AD, but 5% less attack speed, but that works out for Lucian who wants to be a spell slinger, but he has to be alive first.
In a straight line, Dagda Cataclysm on top won't save his life either. At melee range, Eljoy still somehow gets the kill with Super's ulti, but it's a kill nonetheless as Frescowi versus Larson through mid through a low mana bar might be there, but Wind becomes lightning again. Frescowi flashes away from Marcoon. Something, but not everything, because now Mad get their second dragon.
Underneath his top tower, but I think Mirwin kind of aware of that. He's actually just placed a ward into his tri-brush on the top side, and now you're in a position where Rogue are behind, and there's 4 members of Madeline's Koi here.
But Death Charge makes it a proactive play, and Charm might miss there as Marcoon is absorbing damage for Dredgeline for the re-engage. Alvaro maybe didn't want that. Flashes over the wall, but where's the full engage? Oh, it starts it off, 3-man Cataclysm, and the resets start flying for both Frescowi and Super, who is untouched on the backside, and cleaning them up. Rogue in a blink of an eye, take another fight, and it's 7-0. It is getting worse. What's happening in the rest of the map? Not like he was winning the lane, but I mean,
Mirwin,
TF is inflated. I think Finn can kill him because it is Cassante waiting for the gold card that will come through. That gets the stun up, but wait for this knock back. Auto dead. Yep. In Finn, they believe.
Oh, it's an absolute disaster.
Dragon. That's just grand.
And this is the downside, right? Like, you want to try and contest for this, but you're just not in a position to do so. And now Madeline's Koi, they're running onto the bot side to catch Mirwin.
Yeah, he's just running. Where is he going? Dredge line. It's a bait. It's a ruse. Depth charge is good. Shockwave's a 3-man though, but where's the damage? Shutaway follows through. That's great, but Super is full HP, firing from afar. Now that Finn comes in though, it could change the state of the game as Rogue may have found a miracle fight with the culling onto Alvaro, followed up by Larson. Shut down. That's a start. Mirwin with the gold card doesn't get flashed on, and Frescowi instead with the Spirit Rush and the Charm, kiting it back, but Mirwin's dead. Next, look, I hate to say it, but Finn is a genius.
Overextension from Madeline's Koi on the bot side, and now Frescowi, we salute you, has to go over the wall, just about able to escape away, but Rogue, they collapsed perfectly on that bottom side. I was about to say, look, Dragon started, there is no deep vision for Rogue to get
Solo kill, that was an opening. And for Mad, will complimenting how clean they were. That was another great thing. But then Finn shuts all that down, casts the curse, and now Super's doing the same. Mad, you are so far ahead, and you've just given another shutdown over to this first combos to watch throughout this mid-game too.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is going to come down to the flank opportunities.
Hello. Speaking of one, there it is. Super Mega Death Rocket does damage. Larson now caught out. And you know what? It doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't matter, Dagda. Someone's going to get caught. Super had to burn double summoners, Dagda. I just saw that. No summoners for the Jinx. Not how you want to start a fight.
Sets up beautifully for Finn, though. If he can get on towards Super, there's no way for Super to try and escape. That's why Madeline's quite trying to spread out, looking for Arson.
Good charm, starts it off. He's going to be exhausted, jumped on, and maybe Frescowi brings it back as Elyoya puts him in the dome once again. Marcoon zoned out, but we're looking on the side. They're all going after comfort for Mad Koi. They're playing a bit of front to back, but Finn just jumps in yet again, but this time gets dropped on down because Super keeps getting a reset, but an Aqua Prison saves the fight to a partial amount, but Destiny re-rolls us back in, and for Mad, they still win it out regardless. So many tools burn to try and get on the backside. That as Marcoon runs away, it's still those solo lane plays that bring it into fruition. Marcoon gonna get charmed up, he can't move. And Frescowi, I think you might be the hero that Mad Koi needed.
And
that might open things up to move into River.
TP though from Frescowi in behind. You've already got Elyoya on the flank. They're trying to root Rogue out of mid lane.
He's gonna do it again, isn't he, Dagda? He's gonna do it again from the angle. He just goes over, ignores Marcoon. What is a fox to a man with a long spear? Absolutely nothing as a double for Super. And you know what? With Jinx in this angle, even after a good shockwave, it's still Penta o'clock, Dagda. I don't care about that, Orietta. I don't care because Super's unleashed. It's fire again. Taking all the quadra. Super's still alive. And Mad Koi makes sure we ain't doubting them anymore in this game.
If Con, a bit of crap there from his AD carry after stealing the Penta, but they'll just be happy that they are putting themselves one step closer to picking up that second win.
I was going to say they'll be happy they're just getting something on the board after this.
Did he get onto Super here, though?
This is the journey flank. Yes, he is, because Destiny exists. He's by himself, but tanky enough for the time being. The flank turns into a cataclysm. He gets out of it, jumps back in, but a dredge line re-engage with the tidal wave. Beautiful. Okay, that's a start, but Elyoya jumps back in. And again, Super's range, unbeatable, even with Marcoon finding them away. It won't matter. Mewin in the front line as well. Just another 80 carry threat. As Mad Koi do one thing very, very well. They charge in, and they don't stop. Finn is a triple, and Mad Koi are aligned. We once again hear the roar. We finally warm this game up to the point where Mad are unstoppable. And as Rogue sit in the base, dead and watching Mad finally get a bit of a charge in this split and won't be defeated today.
And it looked like Rogue from the early stages might have had a chance to try and play up bot lane a little bit better, but the impatience and trying to make that dive happen just gives the kills to Super. He outplayed them entirely alongside Alvaro on that bot lane dive, and from there, this game was all about the Jinx just getting their time to scale. Madeline's Koi getting the vision control that they needed to just find those picks and find those fights that they needed to shoot. Yeah, I think the problem though is that, like, I know a lot of people are going to discuss at the moment, it's like you want damage with CC essentially through your mid jump.
Coming at all. Niski, level 6 here, he's moving down. I mean, they think Bo's run away, but he runs back in brush. It's a bit of a fake here. The root up, the flash up, the fear's out as well. Niski is going to shove on the spot. It saves his life, but with the spiraling death on Isma, the damage has already been done. Bo now chasing up. He gets the root up, and Isma, with no flash from before, is exposed. Yes, the fans knew what was coming. It was the first blood. Over to Bo.
The later game fights, when you just look at how easy the front to back is for SK.
But Hextech Soul's about to be used really well. Chaining Corruption starts to stop, but Bo's in this flank. Quickness is there. Good Renata ult in the backside, but XKick still has to flash away as the Heartbreaker in. He's going to be reset though. One more kill. No! It's not there. It's a trade kill in the end as Isma comes to save.
Making sure he's always in a position for when Bo wants to go for this. And Doss.
It's not done yet. Doss is just hidden away here. Targamas was backing away, but the handshake brings them into each other. Esma going to try his hand. He still has flash available. Bramble Smash does damage, but here's Niski. The wall falls short, but at least he's here. Upset walks to Tara while Targamas has got nowhere to go. He's going to try and juke this out as the sapling helps out on that regard. No Hexscape for you. Niski with his first kill. And SK with a great line straight away. Seiken is taking the poke damage, and Casey, the health bar's getting low, but the seismic shot back. Left out by Doss's ulti is just what the doctor ordered. Cabo runs over the wall, lucky to survive, but no longer. Exit kick cleans up, and I didn't know Legolas arrived on the rift. When SK... Yeah, he does. Anyway, this shouldn't be a complimentary medic session. He's not here to absorb it as Seiken is just stuck in between some rocks. Niski's hit everything. Spiraling Despair, though, is good as Niski goes through the rotation. Seiken just has to stand there. Gets a bit of a fear, though. Wait, flash away just in case, as now the rest of KC are here to trade. A kill over to Bo. Indeed it is. As Herald gets dropped down in the meantime, Isma, good driving. That was a little bit close for comfort. Mid turret's going to go down as well, so overall an SK.
Towards X-Kick and maybe onto Cabo Shard here as well.
There is good damage from X-Kick. Remember, Blade of the Ruined King, he's able to penetrate through, but it might be the turret that's their true intention, especially with the grubs picked up. But hang on, Chain of Corruption follows through. Cabo has the ulti out, but Hail of Arrow stops him. A second time that X-Kick has been the bane of Cabo Shard's existence.
And I like the call from Doss. It was like, hey, look, I can either come in.
Good damage here. He's just picked up the Rabadon's death cap. Maybe relevant. We see that fight play out a little bit more as TP's going to be committed. Seiken has no turret to lean on. Bo's nearby, but with Nature's Grasp sending out the call, Seiken has to zone back into the Renekton, and he flashes away, but he is going to die in an instant with Titanic Hydra. And the fact that Niski gets the shove back. Cabo also teleported in, but to his death, he ults out, but gets stopped by Isma, flashes away from Chains of Corruption. And again, X-Kick, even without lethality, is burning through. And a lot of speed of this game over to SK is now. They're trying to bring it back. I mean, for KC, onto Isma. Will it happen? Cabo zones off the rest of KC, holding the choke as Isma's just isolated. Nature's Grasp is out. Twisted Advance follows through as Upset gets poked down the backside. Spiraling Despair, not bad, but as Irrelevant teleports in, he's about to crunch. KC move into a choke. He stands by himself. Isma almost dies. And Irrelevant didn't get the memo. He just went in by himself. He's like, guys, where are we? As Cabo is queuing the wrong way. KC running for their life as the hostile takeover flies through. We are definitely doing the dance with minor amounts of pants. What is going on? The wards. TP is now burned for KC. SK have a choice here, but Bo trying to set up an angle with a 2-level lead over Isma. It's the target onto Cabo Shard. The Spiraling Despair is popped on Irrelevant. He's front-lining for the time being, but as he absorbs the damage, now to re-engage, comes from Cabo mid-ult, he dies! And now Targas is like, hey, bro, I've got to make the engagement. Do KC want him to? Because SK, with numbers advantage, have once again found something in a fight. Onto Baron as a
SK will tear this apart thanks to the Varus and the Talia. So Targum is spotting out that they're doing it, but I don't even know if Karmine Corp can really contest this afterwards. Upset, separated from his front line.
It should be smited down here, should be smited down, and it is indeed. Upset with no steal. And SK pick up the Baron here in this game. I mean, also, Seiken teleported for this after the fact. So as Bo comes back in, remember, he's got nothing available. He just walked into a Renekton. He's shoved back, and the Nature's Grasp sends the Ents out again. The hostile takeover at max range. It's a Twisted Advance that follows Targa all the way. KC, why are you trying to fight this? As Bo runs for his life. SK, the same. They want to keep going, Dagda.
I mean, Cabo shows out. X-Kick pushed him out, and now Bo is in trouble.
He's got Irrelevant by his side. Bo's on the wrong side of dodge. KC being zoned out by 3 members. Cabo's in, but he's a stone's cold away from getting destroyed as well. Bo's just trying to run them around. And that was mistake after mistake. Bo just decided to make it more even.
Against how much wave clear Upset and Seiken are able to bring to this. You can see not quite getting to the tower as easily as they'd like, but should be able to whittle this down eventually.
Good route. Decimating Smash follows through. Irrelevant back into the ulti. Spiraling Sped doing work though, but doesn't kill Irrelevant. He's burning down, but as Seismic Shot comes through, Cabo's now in fear as well as Niski. About to go into that passive, but no, not even letting him do that. Doss kills Targa, and the cannon kills the topside turret. Dagda, imagine if Bo was there with ulti. It hasn't come out of nowhere. It has been SK who have delivered it with some good map decisions as Bo onto Niski. Now might find one himself. Niski with the shot back has to flush away. Bo at least redeeming himself a little bit here as Nature's Grasp tries to zone off, but Cabo and Bo are isolated. Irrelevant is taking on the world, but I think the world wants to fight back. Again, he's by himself too. These top laners don't like being with anyone, Dagda. Niski pick potential, but Upset free firing in a fight. Maybe important. Dagda doesn't like this because as the handshake comes through, Bo might be caught out, but it could be a bait toss. Now in the middle, but no saving grace. X-kick also. SK have overstepped in the jungle. Isma comes in a little bit late, but Bo, as he hits Niski on the side, won't be able to 1v1 this Talia. He needs to run. He thought he could take him on as the Severing Bolt.
That's a lot of the vision that is there, but will get spotted, I think, in just a moment as he crosses over that ward. There he goes, yeah.
Some pings went down. I mean, they're pinging around the area, but it could be a pick. I mean, Bo again charging forward, handshake there. There's good poke damage, but it's again the hostile takeover that sets it up. DOS kills Bo, and it was all perfectly done. The execute front to back. SK just bided their time, and they knew at some point KC would make a mistake. Targamas, better late than never, but is it really? He runs in with the quickness, but it really feels like the slowness out of KC that bite them in the back.
There was no need for Bo to go in there. Tries to get the stun into Isma, and he goes, great, I just twisted advance. Gets around his own stun, sets it up for Bo, and now SK, a little bit unhealthy, but still very strong in this mid lane.
Yes.
Should be able to crack the turret.
The average daily Swiffer cam to see the stress on this man. How much is the therapy bill? We can ask that in a post-game interview. But now SK, they run through mid. I mean, Dagda, look at the death timers. Bo's up in 5 seconds. With the health bars, this is so risky. His Targamas just gets exploded.
They
Never
just want the
mind.
wave.
Cabo needs to run in. He ulti's in at melee ranges. Now here comes Bo for the final base defense for SK. But as he flashes away, SK still remain alive. They need a reset on this Viego. But as 5 members walk away, they now realize it could be hard as Isma close to dying, but the handshake and the auto attacks are still too much. Bo is running, but still as the TP comes through, Dagda, surely not.
It has these Cabo Sharders coming in behind him, doesn't have the ultimate, he just wants to try and corral them in.
But if Niski gets a combo, I mean, Bo will die, as you said. Upset rolls on in. SK still alive. Niski, what? What are you doing? Niski flashed over the wall. Berserker, they. Bo still dies. I mean, DOS is trying to carry this, but Niski just ran it.
It's Aiken, what can you do here? He's got Cabo in the front line, execute, flashes away.
Flashed away, okay. This bottom lane that we criticize are actually the saving grace. Chains of corruption, Cabo's dead. He's dead again. Exekick is kicking him over and over again. Look at him, man. He's molding from one Australian to another, brother. I feel the pain as Casey get a kill on the back end. And I don't think any of us
Taking able to follow through here, so it's just this slow, but we're still going to go. This
again.
is Soul. This is the fight, and Bo goes in.
Like, what have I got to lose? Handshake in. He's going to go unstoppable. Actually might find a reset, and Bo maybe this time works out with the hostile takeover again. Has been fantastic, but now with a reset,
Soul.
Bo's in. Soul given over. That is forever. Yeah. Wow.
But
That
Baron's
is
up
very.
as well.
That's very tempered for KC's coaching.
He really needs to be with the team here. I think he's kind of realized as well. He's going to start to work out towards the objective as well.
Where's the charging angle? That's what I want to know at 5k. I mean, Hextech Soul is there so he can get onto the rip, but at 3k, Baron's going to go down. Now you need a smite. They get a KC. Back in the game, maybe is the root out. Upset gets them all. The Featherless Flyers Upset now cleans out. And I have been waiting for a KC team fight for 5 freaking years, it feels like. And we finally got it.
There's a wave on bot side. Taken could TP to the... So shouldn't be the end of the game. Will only just be an inhibitor. But still, Carmine Corp in control here with Soul.
Right.
Oh wait, they're just going to go for the end.
I mean, yeah, they're going to try at the very least.
15 on
Taking off the headset, 10 seconds for Isma. Good shove back for Casey. What a win it would be. But again, DOS may have saved it. One turret still standing as Bo looks for his resets. But again, the hostile takeover has kept the game going. That reset's great. But again, it's only Niski as now Isma's joined in onto Bo under turret. Cabo's taking up for the time being. But Bo has to get out of there. Cabo flashes to the game. He gets interrupted. Bo's dead. The game goes on, and what is now going to be?
I don't think it does. I don't think the game will go on.
Wait, is it gonna... No.
They're going to try and stop the backstick and go for the end. They just need to run it up the mid lane, stop the super creeps. They've got time.
No. X-Kick's going to die here, maybe. Is there enough damage? I mean, Cabo can't finish the job. Never mind. Target thought he could. Cabo going into zombie form is at least going to try, but as you said, they're going to run down mid.
Irrelevant's already got the wave. There's only one more super minion wave that's going to keep the Conga out. Targamas needs to try and get away here, but Irrelevant is in his way.
It is a Conga, Dagda. This is a Conga game. Irrelevant decides he's going to break off from the pack, run it down, but in a good way. Saken's up in 5 seconds, Upset in 5 seconds as well.
He needs to clear him. He needs to get him off.
Hit. SK need to hit in our longest game of the split. The Nexus bare bones. Run forward. They get the kills. And it was close until it wasn't in what is the most bewildering game one of them of my career.
Sheer relief on the faces of SK. You can see Irrelevant literally pulling his hair at the end of that game to
Give
match
that man
Swiffer
therapy.
as well.
Give him therapy. What has he gone through? We are milking his...